Hey everyone, we're live, and here is our special guest, Awakening Warrior.
Hey everybody.
You've all asked me about his channel, and he is going to be starting up his channel very, very soon. This guy is the one that gives all the best advice for prepping. So I wanted to bring him on this channel so you all can meet him. And if you have any questions, just shout them.
Asked me about his channel. Sorry, I'm trying to get the comments up so I can actually.
It was like feedback. Wait, what?
Sorry about that. I'm trying. Technical difficulties. Okay. Oh, there, I see it.
Yeah.
I've got it. Okay. I'm on a small laptop, so I've got two screens open now.
Okay.
But, okay, cool. Yes, okay, I can see. Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me on, Autumn.
You're welcome, honey.
Your channel is awesome.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. So how long have you been prepping Awakening Warrior?
I think it's been since about 2016, maybe 2015. So, but I didn't get really serious about it until about 2017 when I realized that it wasn't just a hobby. It was kind of something that was kind of necessary. So I had a couple of rude awakenings that really made me just start going. Yeah. So
I don't blame you. I think we all got that kick in the butt sooner or later, and that's why we all started ramping it up.
Yep.
So, yeah. All right. So, why don't you take the lead and introduce yourself and tell them what you're all about? And because everybody, literally everybody, has been asking about you and where's your channel? Because you give literally the best advice, especially when it comes to quinoa.
Oh no, quinoa. That is one of my obsessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Trish will be joining about 8 o'clock. Yeah. No worries.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm not taking Trish's spot. She just emailed me and said, hey, I want you on my channel. So I said, okay, let's go. I'm always up for an adventure. Yeah, so gosh, I didn't really prepare anything to say, so I don't really know what to say, but what I'm all about. Well, I'm a writer, so I work from home. So it gives me a lot of time to, do the prepping work that I need to do. And really one of the main things that I've been doing lately is, I'm not going to get specific because I don't want to get your channel in trouble, but I help people who are EMF sensitive deal with the things that are happening right now. So that's one of the main things that I do. I have all kinds of solutions, and I've actually helped Tom a little bit with that. Tom is awesome. Hey, Tom. Thank you. I see that. Glad you avoided the floods. Yes. Gosh, that was like a couple counties over from me, and thankfully it's all gone. But we still have a little flooding here, but not on my property, thankfully. It's pretty crazy. But yeah. Oh, Beyond Prepping says they are EMF sensitive. Yeah, if you need any help with protecting yourself, I have some amazing solutions. You can always get my contact information from Autumn, and then I will just send you an email with everything that I've got and see if I can help you with that. So yeah, pretty much all I do is, I guess I just prep and I take care of my dogs. I live in a little cabin in the woods, so my life is pretty simple, which is probably why I've been able to figure out so many things that are like solutions and recipes and all that, because I pretty much spend all my time trying to find solutions to problems. I'm like a systems oriented person, so if there's anything that needs to happen, I'm pretty much the one that's going to figure it out. Like I think I told Autumn, I told you about the trick with the Mylar bags to save the oxygen absorbers from getting completely absorbed before you finish. What you do is you take you get all your buckets out. Like if you're going to do 10 or 20 buckets, you get all your buckets out. You set everything up in the Mylar bags right away, and you seal up all of the Mylar bags, and you leave just like a little tiny space at the end for the oxygen absorber. And then when you're done with that, then you just drop the oxygen absorber into all the bags. one at a time, and then you just seal them up, and it takes like 10 seconds, so you don't lose any of your oxygen absorbers.
Right.
But yeah, stuff like that, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. What state do I live in? I live in Washington. Let's see. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm going to mispronounce your name. Donis says, do you have to use oxygen bags? I just squeeze the air out. Yeah, I mean, if you want to make things last a really long time, the oxygen absorbers are the best because it'll preserve it for longer. But yeah, I guess with some things you can squeeze the air out, but probably not for long term.
And don't use oxygen absorbers when you're doing quinoa.
No, not for quinoa.
Is that what you said?
Oh, not for brown rice.
Oh, brown rice.
Yeah, because you can get botulism from that.
Okay.
And that's not good. You don't want that. Oh, what kind of dogs do I have? One of them is a terrier pug mix, and she's about 12 pounds. And the other is her puppy, and she turned out to be like a Shih Tzu. So they don't look anything alike, but the little one has like a little white mohawk. She's cute. She's adorable.
Yeah, they were featured in this month's newsletter. So
I know you asked me for their pictures, and I was like, guys, you're gonna be a superstar. They got so excited. Oh no, they know I'm talking about them. Yeah, Robin Daly. I am actually going to be starting a prepping YouTube channel. I wasn't planning on it, but Autumn suggested it, and I think it's a good idea. Mm-hmm. If she thinks that, you know, people like what I have to say, then absolutely, yeah. I may have to put them in the other room. You know, I don't can, but I do dehydrate food. And I just got a freeze dryer yesterday, so I'm going to be starting with that probably this weekend. That's going to be really exciting. But yeah, I dehydrate everything all the time. Actually, my favorite food to dehydrate is mushrooms because they taste good, crunchy, and you can put them in anything. They actually taste better when they're dehydrated because it's like the flavor is really concentrated.
Oh, okay.
So if you really like mushrooms or you really like, you know, whatever food you like, dehydrate it and then put that in your food, and it just tastes amazing.
Okay.
So yeah, it's good. I guess Joanne is asking what types of things you should not use oxygen absorbers with. I'm not 100% on all of that, but basically anything with fat content, because the fat will turn rancid, and then things that are known to grow botulism.
And also sugar, isn't it sugar as well?
Yeah, sugar too, because you can get botulism from brown sugar, but it also makes it hard as a rock.
Yeah, I know. Because when I did all the drink mixes, like the iced teas and the Gatorades and stuff like that, I did the Mylar bags, but no oxygen absorber packs. So.
Oh yeah, smart.
Yeah.
So I didn't do that. I made the mistake of putting the oxygen absorbers in with my brown rice and my brown sugar, and I learned the hard way. But you know what? If you do that, it's decoy food. So, you know.
Oh, yeah. All right. There you go.
Mom's like, all I have is this, you know, I got this brown sugar and brown rice. Here, take it, you know. Or no, please don't take my brown rice.
Oh my God.
Like, not my problem. Yeah. Oh, you want to see the puppies? I'll go bring one of them over.
Yeah.
I'll bring the one that behaves. In my house is
one of those?
Well, you know, sometimes.
Oh gosh, he's so funny.
All right. You guys almost
He looks, what's his name? Stripes from Gremlins with the bowl.
I know. She's got her little mohawk. This is Mystery.
Oh, hi, Mystery.
She says, hello.
Hi, pretty.
She's got her Christmas pajamas on. Okay. The other one was getting jealous, but she left. Hey. They're nuts. Oh, did I design the logo and my name? Yeah, I did. I'm a graphic designer, so I do graphic design, websites, SEO, marketing, all that stuff. But I prefer writing. Even though, I mean, I write all day long, pretty much. I think I write about between like 7,000 and 10,000 words a day. Like, this is my life.
Yeah.
I send people long emails because I'm so used to writing. Like, Tom knows, I've sent him a lot of long emails.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Beyond prepping. Wow. So you're super sensitive to the EMFs. Wow. Yeah, you know, I didn't actually have too many problems until I moved here. I've always been really sensitive. Like, I can't get on a plane because it feels like my head is frying from the inside out. Like, it feels like I'm being microwaved, and it's very debilitating. And I can't touch my face for days after, or it will like set off another, series of electrical shocks. But it was only recently that I got even more sensitive. There is a reason. I'm not going to say it on your channel, but I think we talked about it before, and I'm happy to tell anybody who wants to talk to me about it. Just don't want to get Autumn's channel in trouble. But yeah, the EMF sensitivity, a lot of people are experiencing it right now. Some people they have the symptoms, but they don't really know what's going on. But yeah, living in a cabin actually really helps because I can turn off all of my breakers. I only have 2 breakers that I use right now. Everything is going through there, and I turn on the breaker for my washer when I need it, and then I turn on the breaker for the dryer when I need it, but I don't use it very often. Everything in my house is grounded. I have special shielded cords and shielded power strips, and I've got my laptop grounded. I have my computer grounded. Everything's in a Faraday cage. And I actually started using tensor rings. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
But it's copper wire.
Oh.
And it's just twisted together and it's soldered. Well, not soldered. It's actually welded together into a ring. And what it does is it cancels out the magnetic fields, kind of the same way an audio cable cancels out magnetic fields.
Okay.
Because when you have the wires, when you have the current flowing in both directions and the wires are together, it cancels out the magnetic fields. So it sounds hokey, but it's actually total science. And this is the only reason I can go out into town now.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Donuts just asked, are you off grid?
I'm not completely off grid, but I do spend a lot of time off grid. So pretty much everything I do is manual, except for my computer, obviously, and then the internet. But sometimes I do have to turn all of my breakers off and go out, outside of electricity. And then I just use power banks to power my modem and my computer. And then I have an outbuilding that has electricity in it. And that's actually where I keep my refrigerator and my freezer, because I can't stand the sound of the compressor inside my house because it's like 520 square feet and everything is open.
Okay.
So if I do anything with electricity, it always goes out to that building.
Okay.
EMF symptoms. Oh my gosh, there's so many. The main symptoms it depends on the frequency, but it mimics a cold, and it mimics a word that starts with the letter V. It's very similar. Depending on the frequency, if it's in the microwave range, you kind of feel like you're being electrocuted, and it kind of feels like you're being microwaved from the inside out, and you get all tingly. Headaches, brain fog, sometimes coughing. But when you have a cough from EMFs, it feels like you've inhaled too much smoke and you're coughing the smoke. So it's different. It's not just like a random cough. It's like you really feel like your throat is burning from the inside out. It can make your heart race. It can make your skin red. Some people get seizures. It's kind of all over the map. Yeah, if you're getting migraines, it very well could be. Things are getting pretty intense right now. Yeah, tinnitus, yeah. Yeah, a lot of the tinnitus is actually when you start hearing the frequency change. I can hear radio frequency in the air. My hearing, I never sleep because my hearing is so good that I hear everything.
Oh my God.
And one of the things is that I keep hearing the radio frequency and I can hear it modulating in the air, like a 14.4 modem, you know, like one of the old modems, the dial. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah, it drives me nuts. That's why I'm always up at like 3 in the morning.
Oh, so that's why you're sending me emails at that time. Okay.
Like, oh, you're just getting up? I'm just going to bed. Yeah, hot flashes are definitely part of it. Absolutely. Yeah, hot flashes, and then muscle stiffness, especially at nighttime. Not very fun. Yikes. Yeah, the natural EMFs, they do give people migraines a lot. I suffered from migraines for pretty much my entire life.
Same here.
And yeah. Did you ever take anything for it?
Oh yeah, I'm on seizure medication for it.
Oh wow, I didn't know that was a thing. Wow, they must be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're debilitating. Oh yeah, Dana Ashley, I love her channel. Desi Cantor just mentioned Dana Ashley. Yeah, she's amazing. And she's actually one of the only people who reported on certain things when it started happening. Not going to get into that, but yeah, if you haven't checked out Dana Ashley's channel, you definitely want to. She's amazing. Oh wow. Yeah, TN Prepper, if you're buzzing inside, that's another symptom too. I get that a lot. And the odd thing is when I feel like I'm buzzing inside, sometimes I'll just eat. It's probably why I got fat. I just eat pasta and the buzzing goes away. It's really weird. I don't know. I don't know what's going on half the time, but all I know is I eat pasta and I feel better.
Oh Lord. Okay, so I have to ask you about this. Okay, so has anyone heard about this doomsday clock stopping right before midnight? Did you hear about this? No, I'm the only one, right?
Nope.
I'm the only one. Yeah.
Hasn't that clock been going for a long time, like years or something? Yeah.
So I didn't know if anybody else heard about that. And I'm like, oh God, here we go. So I didn't know if anybody else heard about that because generally you're the one that keeps up on that kind of stuff, not me. So that's why I wanted to bring it to your attention. And also about the mandates. Yes, the 100 seconds to midnight. Yeah. And then the mandates. So, you know, if you're a federal employee, guess what? We're safe. We were told to hold the line, hold the line. A lot of us did, including my husband. And guess what? Hold the line, hold the line. A lot of us did, including my husband. And turn that off.
Sorry, I just did. I had to switch accounts.
You was it.
I should have warned you.
So, anyway, so yeah, we were told to hold the line, and a lot of them did. So now we're just hoping that it holds. So.
Oh no, my computer is going crazy. I might have to rejoin.
Okay, what's going on?
Something that I can't talk about on your channel has
Oh,
to do with being on a list. I know I'm on a list. Let me see. Let's see if it works. Shoot, I hope I don't have to re-log in. Okay. Wait a minute.
where are you going?
Oh, shoot.
You nightmare.
I know. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. Like, the things that have been happening to me ever since I've been speaking out about certain things.
Oh, okay. Well,
but I think I'm gonna have to log back in.
okay.
Is that okay? Like,
Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry,
okay.
everybody. Technical difficulties again.
All right, bye.
We'll figure this out. Okay.
So anyway, so here's something else, okay? 400,000 homes in Texas and businesses could lose power over a financial dispute between energy companies. So I didn't know if anybody knew about this, okay? Because I know a lot of you guys live in Texas, okay? It's a Vista Corp asked the Railroad Commission of Texas to prevent Energy Transfer LP from cutting off fuel to 5 of its power plants on Monday. And Vistra said the power supply to at least 400,000 homes and businesses could be impacted. So has anybody else heard of this? There he is.
Okay.
You good?
Yep. Jeez. Okay. I'll tell you what happened later. It's I am always on somebody's naughty list.
Yeah, apparently, goofball. Oh, have they really been fighting over this bill since August? God, it's so, yeah. Apparently, this is all because of last year's winter storm, which caused a near total collapse of the state's power grid that left millions without power for days, caused hundreds of deaths, and that Vistra spent approximately $1.5 billion for natural gas, twice its planned natural gas cost to fuel its entire Texas fleet for a full year. And Vistra paid Energy Transfer more than $600 million during the storm, which is more than 96% of all amounts invoiced. And the cost for natural gas soared during the storm because we all heard about everybody got like these outrageous electric bills and gas bills. I mean, I even heard them, people getting bills for like $5,000. So, and then the combination of freezing temperatures across the state, skyrocketing demand, shut down natural gas facilities and power plants, which rely on each other to keep electricity flowing. And many of the companies, they lost money. And Energy Transfer made $2.4 billion. So now there's a fight. And I guess they're going to, shut down people's electricity because they, it's like, watching kindergartners. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. That's what it reminds me of. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I cut my power bills down to about $10 a month.
What?
But I live a manual life, so there's a cost.
Oh, well, yeah. All right, yeah. I'll give you that because,
yeah. And I don't have a tenant anymore. So I used to have a tenant up in the front in a trailer. And my bills were like $400 a month. But yeah, the trailer was most of it. It costs more to live in a trailer with electricity than an entire house.
Does it really?
Just based on my experience having people up in the front. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly, because I turn off my breakers. Yeah. You'd be surprised how much energy gets sucked into your appliances when they're plugged in but not turned on, because the energy is still flowing.
Huh.
So I put everything on power strips. So if I do have a breaker on, I have a power strip with like 5 or 6 things plugged in, and then I can just turn it on or off. So it works. But yeah, I've always wondered if the power situation is going to be like it is in Texas and other places. Like they're just going to raise the rates without telling them, because they never told them.
Doesn't Texas have its own power grid? Because there's what, 3 or 4 power grids in the U.S., isn't there? Like main power grids.
Yeah, there are multiple main ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to make like these little microgrids in neighborhoods, but I don't trust that. I don't trust the authenticity of the reason. Very, very suspicious of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know propane went up 400%. Sean's mom has propane, and for her little house, I mean, her bill was $500.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is getting too much. This is too much.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Propane hasn't gone up here, but maybe that's because, do they have it serviced by somebody independently, or is it like connected to a company? Because I have my own propane tank.
Yeah, she has a propane tank. Yeah, it's a company that comes out.
Oh wow, they must
have to have it filled every 3 months, and it costs $500. It's ridiculous.
Wow. No, that's not right. That's not right. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Tara, yeah, she's awesome.
Who?
She's really awesome. You. No, you've created such an awesome channel. Like,
oh, thank you.
Everybody loves your channel. You've got good content, and it feels like a real community. It feels like people really care about each other.
They do.
I mean, Rudy has the same type of channel, but he has like 500,000 million people, so you can't really connect with people there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good enough. And plus, we get cat cameos.
Yeah.
That's what sold me. Like, we started making coffee. I'm like, okay, she likes coffee and she's got dogs. And then I saw the cat, and I'm like, okay, I gotta watch this channel.
Oh, good. And what's that? Oh, okay. So I want to touch on this that Dawn Marie had sent about North Korea. Okay. This. So North Korea says the U.S. hostility has reached a danger line. Can you imagine? Oh, God. I don't even, how do you even, potato. We've reached a danger. This is terrible. So now we have to worry about Rocket Man over there. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So he said he's accusing us, the United States, of hostility and threats, which he used as a reason to resume testing of nuclear explosives and intercontinental ballistic missiles.
I don't even know.
Me neither.
Basically, anything that's put out by the media, it seems like we've got the media story, and then there's the truth, and then there are the rumors. And like, how do you figure out what's really going on, right?
Right. Well, it's just like with all of the reporting that's now going on about the shortages. Oh, the shortages and the empty shelves in the stores. These are things that we have all been reporting on for how long? But now that MSM is picking it up, it's true.
Yeah, now all of a sudden it's true, yeah.
Resume the panic buying.
Yep.
Hold on to your hats, kids. It's about to get
coming.
real.
It's coming.
You know.
Yeah. People in my town are still kind of in the dark about it. I posted in a community group on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, but I have a fake Facebook account so I can view links and stuff like that. And I posted about the volcano erupting and then sending a tsunami that literally wiped out my hometown. Like I used to live on the coast, and it was flooded, like 4 feet of water. And I posted this and somebody said that it was fake news, and everybody was jumping in saying that it's not true, stop spreading fear, this and that or the other. We had, not my county, but a county about 20 miles away from me had a tsunami warning because the waves were coming in. And I posted the tsunami warning, and it basically got me pushed out of the group. Nobody wants to hear it. They think it's fake. It's just like, when all this stuff is going to hit, people are going to wake up, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late.
But see, this is why we prepare.
Yeah.
And this is why we live the life that we live and have a prepared mind. And, for crying out loud, it's like today I just put in another order with Sam's and with Kroger, and it's all being delivered tomorrow. And this is why I just bought another 50 pounds and I, repackaged all of it of flour, another 30 pounds of sugar, another 20 pounds of salt. Because, I'm seeing it myself. Whoa.
Is there a disco?
No, it was an ambulance that went by. Because I'm seeing it myself and I'm hearing about it. Barely any pasta and no bread on the shelves.
Yeah.
It's just a good thing I know how to make both by hand.
That's an awesome skill to have.
Yeah.
It's necessary. Absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been prepping for some of my neighbors too for a while, especially the ones with animals. And my other neighbor, I've almost got her convinced that she needs to get food, but she's only going to get like 25 pounds. And she's got a husband, a child, 2 cats, ducks, chickens, turkeys, and she just got another dog. She got a Newfoundland.
Oh.
And I'm like, I can feed her other dogs, but I can't feed the Newfoundland. I'm like, she's going to have to get more food. But I know I can't support everybody, but I would like to have things available for the people that I care about.
No, I know.
But wow, it's just, our shelves are empty. People should know by now. But I was stockpiling cat food too for a while. But I'm not buying any cat food now because it's really bare, and I want to save it for people who actually have cats. I'm just getting it from my neighbors. But I did that almost a year ago because that was the first thing to go. I think the cat food was the first thing to stop being stocked on the shelf.
Yeah, but it's only the wet cat food.
Yeah, it was the wet cat food. Yeah, like, are people eating the cat food? Like, it's just kind of weird.
I wouldn't be surprised at anything.
Yeah, I know. You never know.
I just found out today because my neighbors who I'm friends with, I haven't seen my neighbor Jeff around in a while. And I'm like, what? So Ridley, he knows how to open the damn sliding glass door. So he runs out, Penelope runs out, little Miss runs out, and they're running up along the fence line with my neighbor's dogs, with Jax and Lily. And Belinda, that's Jeff's wife, she comes running out, and we're talking, and she starts crying. I said, what's going on? She said, I didn't tell you I haven't been home. And I said, yeah, I noticed that. What's going on? Christmas morning, 2 weeks after Jeff had gotten the booster. Hey, son.
Front.
Christmas morning, Jeff started flailing around in bed, got up, ran into the wall, broke his nose, dropped dead.
What?
It took 7 times to resuscitate him. And he's been in the hospital, and now he's in a rehab center. He has to learn how to walk, talk, and all that. And he only has memories going back 2 years.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
He's 31 years old.
Whoa.
And he was supposed to leave the 17th of this month to go into the Army. Now he has a pacemaker keeping him alive.
Whoa. That's scary.
Yeah. So I said to her, I said, Belinda, I said, whatever you need. I said, just let me know. I said, you guys okay on food? Because they've got 2 little girls. Whatever you need, just let me know. I'm here.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. So that was after the first one or the second?
The first booster.
The first. Oh,
booster.
Wow. That was the first booster. Yikes.
Yeah. J&J.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend that got the J&J a while back, and something really strange happened with her. Like I don't have Wi-Fi. Nobody's allowed to have a cell phone in my house or on my property. I get within 4 feet of a cell phone and I have problems. And it basically suffocates me. It's horrible. Like I can't breathe at all. And she came into my house and she stood next to me and I started suffocating. And I was like, did you accidentally bring your phone into my house? And she said, no, I left it in the car. I said, are you sure? She checked her pocket. She was like, no, I left it in the car. She walked away from me and I got better. She was standing like 3 feet away from me. And I thought that was kind of weird because she had the J&J, but she didn't have her cell phone on her. And now when she comes near me, I feel the effects as if she's like amplifying.
Is that shedding?
I think that's what people are referring to when they say shedding, but I don't think shedding is an actual physical thing. I think it's people becoming antennas, amplifying stuff and things. I can't prove it, but hey, no. There's something interesting outside. Kids. Use your inside voice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of fishy. I feel bad about it because I don't go to anybody's house anymore. I can barely go into town, and I tell people when they come over here, they can't bring their cell phone. But I mean, this has helped a lot. This helps a lot, but it's not 100%. I'd say it's about 85%.
Yeah, because I mean, she's a nurse, right? And the nurses and doctors, at the hospitals, they made them get the shots, and she just said, I'm not getting the booster. I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. And I said to her, I said, Belinda, I said, Supreme Court said no more mandates. Forget it. No more shot. And she's like, are you serious? I said, yeah. I said, it just happened today. I said, because Sean called. Because they all know that Sean is an officer with Homeland Security. And they're like, oh, thank God, thank God. And I said, yeah. I said, don't worry about it. I said, you don't have to get anything like that anymore. And then she asked me, she said, well, you didn't get it, did you? And I said, no. I said, I have the medical exemption. And she's like, oh, thank God. I said, yeah. So she said, just keep your eye on Andrew. I said, yeah, I know. So.
Wow.
Yeah,
I would definitely keep a close watch. Yeah. Don't trust it. I don't trust it.
No, not at all.
Nope. But I'm the kind of person too that I won't even take an aspirin. I'm very selective about what I put in my body because everything affects me so intensely. I take 200 milligram Advil and I feel like I'm flying and somebody needs to scrape me down off the ceiling with a spatula. Who needs drugs when you've got Advil?
Oh my God.
And I'm not even exaggerating either. It's the horrible thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you got a medical exemption though. That's,
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
my doctor said it because it will, what's the word? What is the word?
compliment?
Counteract with
Counteract.
the medications that I'm on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, hopefully we won't get to a point where any of us need that to live, you know, or go to the grocery store, but they've already done that in LA.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if they repealed it or what, but they did pass the law where you have to have it to go into the grocery store. I used to live in LA. I lived in Hollywood for a while, and it is not a nice area to live in. So you can imagine those kinds of restrictions in an area where people will fight you on the street.
Yeah, I have family that lives in West Hollywood, so I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how it is. Yeah. Yep. Do I have any redheads? I don't think I have any redheads in my family. Not that
Yeah,
I know.
actually, my cousin, she owns. She's a partnership with David Arquette. She owns Bootsy Bellows. It's a restaurant, bar, club type thing. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they'll stay in business now.
I have no idea. I don't even know if it's still in business. I haven't talked to my cousin since my other cousin got married. Yeah. So, yeah. I have natural red hair. Yeah, it's Sean's natural redhead. So is Andrew. Andrew was born a carrot top, and then it turned to auburn because he's got my hair, more of my hair than he has his father's hair.
Oh, that's cool. I was born blonde, so hair changes over time.
Yeah, Andrew's more Italian than he is anything else.
But does he know how to make pasta?
Oh, Andrew's a good cook. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Awesome.
taught him from a very young age. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
There are two
We'll
things
be
you
on
need
in
to
about
know.
15 minutes, huh?
Oh, I said there are two things you need to know how to make: coffee and pasta.
Oh, yeah. 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 Trish will be on in about 15 minutes. No worries.
Oh, they do make you. Oh, yeah, they don't do the test anymore. They only do the papers for the bars and clubs in LA.
Just you see your status, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They don't even accept tests anymore for different places. Well, we saw that coming. I mean, that was kind of like the gateway, kind of like the compromise. Like, oh, you can show us a negative test, and then right out from underneath you. Never mind. Just kidding.
My favorite pasta is gnocchi. It's what I make all the time. I make it by, not by hand all the time. Yeah, it's a potato pasta.
Ooh, I'm sold. I love potatoes. As long as they don't come with a crazy bucket of fun.
No.
That's what I call his cabinet, Mr. Potato Head and his bucket of fun.
Yeah, no. Sweet potato gnocchi. Lady Casca, that?
Ooh.
I'm going to have to try that.
Ooh, I want the recipe if you do.
I've never tried that, but I will.
Sweet potato everything is amazing. I make sweet potato flatbread, and it is the best bread you'll ever have in your life. Like,
I have never tried, but I will. Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to make it. If you figure it out, send me the recipe.
I will. Well, because when you make gnocchi, it's just regular pasta bread, like dough, and then you put mashed potatoes in it, and that's yeah.
So it's already a potato pasta.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even know that. I've eaten it, but I didn't even know what it was.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense. Well, that sounds so good. I'm hungry now.
Yeah. I've got to, So if we ever have a grid down, believe me, my family's not going to stop.
We're all going to go to your house.
You know how many times I hear that?
I know. I'll trade you some quinoa for some good pasta. I won't come empty-handed.
Oh my God. I've got so much quinoa, it's disgusting. And it's all because you put that in the newsletter. What was it, like November or something like that? And I went out and bought a whole bunch of quinoa, and I'm like, what am I going to do with all?
It is the best, though. I can give you recipes for quinoa for days.
Yeah.
And it always tastes different, too. It won't even taste the same. It's even good in tacos. If you put it with chili, you make quinoa, and then you add a can of chili, and you use that as the base for your tacos. It's amazing. Amazing. I don't eat meat, so for me, that's like the meat of my tacos.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't eat meat every day either. You know what I mean? We really don't. Yeah. So
it's not a substitute, but it's good stuff.
Yeah, it does take practice to get gnocchis right. But my grandmother, my mother's mother, taught me at a very young age how to make pasta and how to make bread and how to make sauce and how to do everything. You know, I mean, I started cooking when I was 5 years old. You know, I mean, that's when I was put in the kitchen and said, watch and learn. You know, so I was, you know, I was bred into that. You know, in Italian families, the little ones are put into the kitchen. The girls are put into the kitchen, said, watch and learn, because this is what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. And son of a bitch.
You should do some cooking videos. That would be so cool. That would be awesome.
Yeah, but I'm a mess when I cook. I don't, you know, nothing is nice and neat and pretty.
If you're not making a mess, you're doing it wrong.
That's so true. Yeah. No, I'm not from New York. I'm from New Jersey. It's even worse. Bring out the blue pots. Oh, right there. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. It's terrible. Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the quinoa, you have to rinse it off before you cook it because there are the saponins on the outside. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but
yeah,
it makes it really bitter if you don't wash it off.
Yeah.
But if you like the bitter taste, leave it on. Sometimes bitter is good, but it's worse with the red quinoa. I personally only like white quinoa. If there's red and black mixed in, it's okay, but the red is really sour.
I didn't even know there was a difference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on what you make it with. Like if you do a quinoa salad where you chop up veggies and you add like olive oil, the red quinoa is amazing. So.
All right, you guys, you want cooking videos? All right.
Yes. Yep, other people want it.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
They don't have to be live either. You could just like make it and cut out the parts that you don't want to cut out.
Yeah, I know, because I'm a mess when I cook. I mean, there is no, you know.
Oh, that's the only way to do it though.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't always be Julia Child.
Oh, that's not who I am at all. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, no. Yeah, we like the sauce. Thanks, Cyan. We like the sauce. I want the sauce. Yeah, no one's getting that recipe. No, I already gave you guys the recipe in one of the newsletters. The bread recipe that I have, there's only 4 ingredients. It's very simple. Very simple. So I'll do a gnocchi video, but gnocchis literally takes forever because you're rolling out individual gnocchis that are like this big.
And they take like 2 seconds to eat.
Yeah. So you're literally going like this, and yeah, you got to do it with your thumb, and it's a pain. I'm committed now. Thanks.
It sounds like therapy. Like something you would do when you need to take your mind off something.
Yeah. I did not make wine from my grapevines, but my grandfather did. When he was,
Wow.
yeah.
That is
Yes.
cool.
When I was little, yeah.
That is
I have
really
pictures of him down in the cellar making wine. Mhm.
nice.
Yeah. You've seen people do it with forks. Well, I actually have, it looks like a miniature cutting board, and it's this big, and it's got like ridges on it. And you have to, yeah.
Oh, I've seen those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And I've got, my pasta maker, and I've got these stamps so I can make my raviolis and boom, 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 boom. And yeah, yeah. Pasta's a serious job in this house.
Well, if you're going to make it, you got to make it right.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wow. Biscuits with flour and whipping cream. That sounds so good.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not really a biscuit person, but if you put whipped cream in it.
I make biscuits all the time, pretty much like, as a filler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like
they go with anything.
Yeah, they do. And plus, not just that, it's like during the Great Depression, when they didn't have much, they would make biscuits to fill you up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I make biscuits all the time. So, because I don't want to constantly be making this, and this. So I'll make like rice and beans with a little bit of like pork in it or something. And then I'll make biscuits.
That sounds,
what I mean? Yeah. So, or, whatever the case may be, but I'll make like cheddar bay biscuits or rosemary biscuits or just buttermilk biscuits or whatever the case may be, as a filler. So it fills you up more. So, that's how I'm trying to like ration my food, is by making biscuits with every single meal.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Because flour does go a long way.
Yeah.
And so does pancake mix.
Yeah, I have a lot of that.
Maple syrup, pancake mix, flour, and quinoa. Pretty much all you need. Maybe some water. Some coffee, then it counts as water.
Yeah, speaking of water, when I went to go put in my order with Kroger, they're completely out of bottled water.
Whoa. Even online? Or is that just local?
Local.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we don't have bottled water here either. It's pretty much empty. No Gatorade, no water, no cat food, no dog food. Yeah. Crackers are starting to get thinned out too. It's crazy. I get
peppers. I have matzo crackers too. I love those with butter.
Oh yeah.
I love them.
It's the only way to eat chunky butter. If it's on a cracker, it's okay.
Yeah.
My dogs love that too. They love butter and they love crackers. Mystery's favorite food is chips. She likes potato chips.
Yeah.
She doesn't get them very often. Just like one little tiny bite. Oh, squash or pumpkin. Ooh.
Huh. I just saw that. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to try the sweet potato.
I bet the sweet potato is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I can see that completely.
What is this? What is that? VUM.ONG. Who are you and why are you making weird comments?
I think I missed that one.
It's strange. Okay. See it?
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Well, why did I do that there?
Maybe it's a spam bot.
They need to go away.
Ooh, apple fritters. I wonder if I could freeze dry apple fritters. Because that would be really fun to have.
So your freeze dryer that you got, is this a big freeze dryer?
Well, It came in a big box, but it turns out it's not that big. It's like maybe 40 inches high. It's the medium one from Harvest Right. So, I mean, you can pick it up by yourself. It's not really that big.
Oh, okay.
I think it has 5 trays. I think 5 is the medium and 7 is the large. So, yeah, it's not that big. I can't wait to try it.
Now,
Never
these
tried it.
ones, I mean, because I looked into buying one and I was just like, I can't afford that.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive. I got it for a Black Friday deal and it just arrived. They had like a 2-month lead time, but it was about $300 off. So, I mean, I think I paid over $3,000 for it. I think it was like $3,500. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a millionaire or anything, but I mean, I make good money for what I do. But because I didn't want to wait to get it, because I knew it would take a while to get here, and by the time it got here, there would be more shortages. I literally worked around the clock so that I could buy it in like 2 weeks instead of spending, saving money for it. And I'm
Wow.
so burned out from that. Like, I wasn't sleeping. I was just drinking coffee and writing. It's crazy.
Wow.
It was worth it. But I would think that like if people have a couple people in their area, one person could go and, they could all pool in for the freeze dryer and just keep it at one person's house, and then everybody could kind of like take turns. Because if you run batches back to back, you make your money back in a month, minus the cost of food. So like the cost of the freeze dryer, if you spent that much money on freeze dried food,
Right.
you would make that much freeze dried food on your own in a month.
Right.
Like, them out like weight wise. So they're expensive, but if you can get in with, other people, it's definitely worth it. We have a commercial kitchen over here. A friend of mine makes food for the co-op, and she's going to get a freeze dryer, and she's going to let people rent it so they can go in and make a few batches and let it run and then just pay for their batches.
Damn.
So
Nice.
yeah, it's all about teamwork to make the dream work.
Yeah, no kidding. Did you buy the oil-free freeze dryer?
No, I didn't get the oil-free pump. That was another $2,000. That, I'll get it eventually, but yeah, for right now I've got to use oil. But I do want to get that pump because it would be nice to not have to use oil, because you have to filter it after like I think every 5 or 6 batches. So yeah, I was actually shocked at how much they cost, because dehydrators don't cost that much, but freeze dryers are like off the charts.
Yeah, I wish I could afford to do that, but no way. No way.
Yeah, you probably have other things you need to spend your money on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kids and animals. And
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm not where I want to be at it with my preps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I know that would contribute significantly towards my preps, but
yeah, well, when you have other priorities,
exactly.
Yeah, there's certain things I haven't gotten yet that are like necessities, but they're not as important as other things. So
Right, like your priorities, you have to have your priorities straight. I mean,
right, exactly. I'm actually trying to work on security right now. I'm getting some those security screen doors for my cabin, because I can't replace the doors, because replacing doors is like $2,000 or $3,000,
right.
and they're not a normal size. So I'm gonna get those security doors that you put on the outside. They look like a screen door, but they're not. They're like heavy steel, and they lock,
Okay.
but they go on the outside. You see them in like bad parts of town. All the apartments that have the bars on their windows, they usually have those doors on the outside too. They're a couple $100 each, so they're pretty cheap. Yeah. I mean, I live way far out, but we have some sketchy people around here. So.
It must be so nice, though. It really must be.
It is. It is. Every time I walk outside of my house and go for a walk, I'm walking in the woods.
I wish.
Awesome.
I wish. God, I wish.
Bring a tent and stay for vacation. I know.
Tent. Get the hell out of here.
I know. Well, I don't have accommodations for people, so when they say they want to visit, I say bring a tent or a trailer. I can barely walk through my house as it is. So.
Oh God.
Don't have any time to clean or, it's just like collect shit and then, collect stuff and then
hey now.
Just let it I wasn't kidding when I said I have to shimmy through my back room.
Yeah, that's funny when you told me that. I was, you have to. Oh boy!
This and I'm like,
ready?
Through my back room. Sweet.
Yeah, that's funny when you told me that. Hang on. You have to. Oh boy! Here's Trish.
Hey.
Hey.
How are ya?
This is Awakening Warrior.
Hello.
Hey.
Hang on 1 second here.
Okay.
Damn phone. All right. Yeah, so we're on a different.
Ready?
Hang on. Damn thing. Hi. So, all right, smaller screen. Can you see me or not?
I can see you perfect.
Okay. I can't, so hang on.
Okay.
I don't know why it is changed, probably just because it's a split screen. Could be.
Okay.
I can bounce if you want her to have the full screen.
No. Totally cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Good to talk to you.
Oh. Awesome. What's going on with you?
With me?
Awakening Warrior.
Oh.
How do I talk to you every day?
Oh, well, excuse me then. Let you guys take the floor.
Yeah. No, seriously, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Finally got through the flood issue, and now I'm just working on trying to organize my house. It's okay. You can probably see back there.
Right.
Everything is just piled everywhere, but yeah, just one thing at a time.
How are your two little babies doing?
They're doing okay. They were just barking at the storm earlier. You missed it.
Okay.
They're in their pajamas.
All right. Yeah, we put them in the newsletter for this month, so it made me think of you. I was like, oh, cool. I gotta see him. I didn't know you were gonna be on. This is awesome.
Cool. Yeah. I still have to pay for your newsletter. I keep forgetting. I'm like, I've been such a slacker. I have stuff to mail to Autumn and slacker.
Yeah. That's all right. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, true. True.
What are you doing for prepping these days?
Oh gosh. Well, I just got a freeze dryer.
Oh, nice.
So that is my next adventure.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be my priority. So other than that, I've just been getting like the little odds and ends. Well, okay. So I have a rowboat, and my friend was just joking with me about how I might need to use it to get around town. And then we had the floods and stuff. So I got an inflatable raft, and I got life jackets for my dogs just in case. I really hope I never have to use it, but I'd rather be prepared, than not. So I got that. And then I've just been getting little things like butane lighters, because if you leave like Bic lighters alone for long enough, they stop working. So I've got some butane lighters, and then I started getting like these little plastic ammo boxes for my batteries.
Yeah. And
they just fit in there perfectly well. So just little stuff.
Let me give you a little tip on the Bic lighters. Take 4 or 5, however many in a pack, and vacuum seal them.
Oh yeah.
They're perfectly fine. They last a long time.
I should put that in my Mylar bag for my go bag with my paper towels in the Mylar bag.
Yeah, just don't put an oxygen absorber in there.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Not with the Bic lighters.
Yeah, no, it works really good for the Bic lighters and a lot of other things that, you want to make sure last longer.
Nice.
So with regard to that, there's no evaporation at that point.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Adam, I'm having that problem again. I'm going to have to sign on again.
Okay. Well, all right.
I can just sign off, and then you and Trish can do your thing. And then
all right. You know, it's not like we can't do this again. All right.
Yeah, totally. Anytime. I work from home, so I'm always free.
All right, hun.
Yeah.
I understand problems on the internet like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah. I'll send you an email about it. It's crazy.
Yeah. You mentioned being on a list, honey. I'm on about 15 of them. So
I'll race you to the top. Who's at the top? Cool.
So it's good seeing you.
Yeah, good seeing you too. Thank you, Autumn. You're totally awesome.
All right, honey. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, now my thing is full screen. I'm like, why is it? Yeah, that was weird. Anyway,
he was, oh my God, so funny. Love him to death. Swear.
All right, so what are you prepping this week?
Oh my God. I did 50 pounds of flour, 30 pounds of sugar, 20 pounds of salt. I just put in another order with Sam's and Kroger. Got more meats coming, more non-perishables coming.
Yeah.
Oh God, when I tell you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Nice. I went to Target this week, and the sugar aisle was relatively good until I got there. Just had to.
Yeah.
But other than that, I noticed, at least there, in the southeast region of Massachusetts, that was baby aisle. I checked the baby aisle. You want to talk about no diapers? I mean none, no diapers, period. I didn't look for the cloth ones. I don't even know if they sell them in the regular stores anymore. There were some baby wipes, but not a lot. Flour was minimal. In fact, the only thing I saw for flour was bread flour, specifically labeled bread flour. So having spoken to somebody else about that a little while ago and the ways to use that, I bought a few of those, but no regular flour. That concerns me. What we've always said about the baby aisle and the baking aisle. Add to that the news that I've briefly discussed with you. The way this, they say, is rolling out is either the mandates, which they now say are no more at the moment. What they're saying is mandates or WAR. Pick one. That's basically what it comes down to. And you want your list? On what nations? Not a fun list.
Oh.
We are, of course, on the list. But it's the big R that we've been discussing all along with Poland, Lithuania, Belarus, Hungary, Romania, Estonia, Latvia, Finland, Sweden, and not to mention Britain. So if they decide to go this route and the big R decides to go ahead and say, well, sorry, we're not going to put up with this anymore. One country is going to be backing another country. It's going to be backing another country. And that list is a pretty direct list. And there's a reason why. If anybody hits the big R, Poland's going first. They'll be the ones to back them. And then the next one is going to back that one. And the next one is going to back that one. So just based on that list alone, no wonder why I've been unbelievably nervous. More about the big R than anything else. So it's basically, they want control, and the only way they're really going to get control right now is to have that in everybody. Or something else. Which one's going to make them more money? I can guarantee you it's the WAR.
Oh, right. Of course.
made them money. Yeah. The other one will make them good money over time, and fairly good money now. But this, it ain't pretty. So the reason why I'm mentioning it isn't to cause any fear, it isn't to cause any issues whatsoever, but it's to make you guys understand the reality of why we're prepping now. Not just prepping to get through winter. It's prepping to get through what's coming. This is coming, whether we like it or not. And I think there's enough people now that, and I'm not looking at the comment section right now, I have it open, but there's enough people right now that are aware enough that they don't want that thing. And they know that. But unless they get control, they're going to do something to gain control. And if we go to WAR, that could shut a lot of things down.
I know.
So it's one or the other. So while people are celebrating about the mandates being postponed, because believe me, they're not canceled. While people are celebrating that, you got to look at the other side to it. It's one or the other. They really have nothing else to choose from. They could drop the dollar like a hot rock, but I'll be honest, I don't think they're ready for that. And I don't think it's really going to help them in the long run to do it too fast. So keep prepping, keep stacking, don't stop. No matter how much you've done already, just add to it, keep going. And look at your holes, do your inventory as best you can. Even I struggle on inventory drastically. A while ago, I kind of gave up on it and said, you know what, I'm just going to go and get these items that I really feel led to get. And that's still my approach at the moment. I think I have enough figured out inventory wise. So no matter where you're at with that, don't postpone getting what you need based on whether or not you've done your inventory, because you can do your inventory later. I just want to make sure people fill as many holes as they can. So if you have obvious holes, fill them.
Right.
Quick.
And that's exactly what I did, especially in the baking section of my my pantries.
Yeah. Honey, get it. You know, last week we were talking about the 3 white things: flour, sugar, and salt. Honey, get it if you can. I know it's not cheap. You know, they'll always say local honey, you know, stuff that's nearby you and, you know, from bees that are local to you. But honestly, just get honey.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to spend an hour in LA getting it. Just get what you can get. It lasts forever. You know, get the things that are going to carry you through. Get spaghetti if you eat pasta. It's easy. It's easy to make. It's easy to store. If you don't have Mylar bags, you can put it in 1 gallon Ziploc bags. It'll get you through, you know? Do that kind of stuff if you haven't already. My concern is for the ones that haven't yet. It's almost too late. Almost.
I know.
I still say you got a few, you know, 1 or 2 weeks, but honestly, I don't think you have much more time. So tighten your belt, do what you can to get it now while it's cheap enough to get now, even though it's more expensive than it was 6 months ago.
Right.
Do what you can. So, you know, if you have not thought about doing a garden, or you are thinking about doing a garden this winter, do your plan for the garden. Figure out what you're going to be growing, know how to do it, watch some videos. There's plenty of them out there. Find out how to lasagna layer a garden so that you get the most bang for your buck and for your space. So that's what I'm going to be doing in the next upcoming weeks. I have 2 raised beds going in, and I'm going to be doing the layout. I like stuff on paper so I can see it first. And I had already gotten my seeds, which I mentioned to you guys, which ones I got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
I'm good on seeds for about 3 years. That's how much I've stocked up on my seeds.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, do what you can with that, and just make every attempt to make sure you're situated food-wise. That's what I'm telling everybody. So that's it on that. I don't know if you guys have anything that you want to discuss separate from that, or
No, no. Lady Casca, that's funny as all hell. No, you just pretty much lit a fire under my tush when you said about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So you scared the hell out of me. Okay. So
Well,
thanks for that.
Trying to do that, but I had mentioned to you tonight what my basic topic was going to be, and it's not one I like.
I know, but I hate timelines.
Oh, I know, and so do I. And I'm not even wanting to give you one. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing in the store versus what we've said before. This really is becoming a reality here, and none of us want to think that. Amarna asking, what do I think about the situation at the Canadian border with regard to the truckers? I think that's very, very interesting.
Yeah, because they go on strike starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
They've already got trucks stopping. I mean, stopped, at the border now. They're stopped.
Right. So the bigger issue is now they've got hog farmers in Canada that were shipping the hogs by truck to the US to be processed. But they're stuck at the border, and they don't have any feed for them. How long do you think that's going to last?
Not long at all, because only because the feed. Well, I mean, we have no corn. We have no wheat. We have nothing because all of it was sold to China.
Yeah, well, they've sold our commodities of dry goods years in advance. This is no shock. And they've sold it not just for this year, next year, the year, but they've sold into like 2026. It's gone, guys. They haven't grown it or even gotten the seed for it. And they've sold it off at rock bottom prices. But none for us. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just going through on the questions here. Dawn Marie saying what she sees in the stores, they're getting scary. Yeah, they are. And quite honestly, in a way, that's good. Not because it's happening, but because I hope it wakes people up. I really do. I really do. Even in my region, honestly, it's not that depleted. Nowhere near what I thought it would be. But just by seeing the baby section in the bacon aisle, that kind of tips me off. Raised Bed asking, do I anticipate it to be a traditional boots on the ground kind of thing or more with technology? It would be irresponsible for me to say just one. Honestly, I think it would be both. But a traditional boots on the ground is what they're doing. Do I think the other nation on the other side of the pond, begins with a C, will do the technology part? Yep. Why?
That's all
Because
we
they're
know.
allies. Right, but they're allies. The R and the C are allies. So if one's doing boots on the ground and the other is doing technology,
And,
sure.
and they're going to hit us in our grid. I know it. I have a feeling. It's like a sick feeling.
I think we've all got those feelings. I don't know that they'll hit it that way. Do I think they'd
Not initially.
do I think they'll do one of those other things that may be more detrimental? Yeah. But you can only prepare for so many things at one time. Just start where you're at, because you can't do any more than that. Hopefully everybody here has been prepping for a long time. I hope. Cyan, that's not.
I know, I saw that, but he's not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. I'm not even going to repeat that. Yeah, Amarna, you're correct. The vast majority of the unawakened will not waken until they see shortages for a prolonged period of time. And then potentially worse things happen. Yeah.
Well, sure. And then it's going to come to a time when we're not even going to be safe in our own homes.
Well, I'm trying not to go there tonight. I'm already dealing with the WAR part. We don't need to go there. But yes, security is part of prepping. So we got to do it, right? You got coffee, don't you?
It's cold, but yeah, I got it.
Cold coffee is bad coffee.
Chocolate.
Lily mentioning they've been prepping since March of 2020. Good.
Beautiful. Love it.
As far as prepping goes, I didn't start much later than that. I started in or around that time span as soon as we realized what's hitting us, right? But I wasn't prepping prior to that. I never did. I can tell you that I would go to the store twice a year, so I'm used to stocking up for 6 months or more anyway. But that's only because I hate to shop. I mean, I literally hate to shop. So if I do it for longer term. And for me, 6 months to a year was pretty good for someone who didn't prep.
Come on.
Nice. Linnell, since 2018. Nice. Good job. Keep going. Don't stop. It is tough because, you can only work within the budget that you have, and, trying to get the right information.
Not your stool.
Yeah, right? Get it turned into a cat show or a dog show, one way or another.
Do you mind?
Kitsy asking about the implementation of the Federal Reserve digital currency. They're not fully ready with that, but it's darn close. So has it been created? Yes. But in order to pull it off, they've got to do more than that. We're still a little bit of a ways out on that. But the Great Reset that we've been talking about for over a year, that has begun. Whether people want to think it has or not. You can start, because you got to understand it's not just about the monetary value, it's across the board. It's the Great Reset. It has to do with how much supply there is, which then creates a problem too, right? Look at what happened. The ships that are pushed off port, they're holding them there. They're not making a whole lot of attempts to get those things unloaded. Yeah, they're unloading some, I know. But they're keeping it out of view so that people don't see it. And it can't be really reported on any other way. There's a no-fly zone around it. So you can't even drone over to check it out. So part of that, the Great Reset, it's how much food is available, in what quantity, of what type, inflation, what things are going to cost, how much are you willing to pay for it. They're testing all that now, guys, with this inflation. They're testing it. How much are you willing to pay? It's going to go up again and again. So as far as the digital currency, I'm less concerned about that as I am the big R right now. They will pull this off. One way or another, they will get control because they know how to. They've been doing it for thousands of years. The same group, different people in the group, but it's the same group. As far as the interest rates, they're going to bounce it around. They're going to make you afraid, they're going to bring it back down. They'll make you afraid, they'll bring it back down. And what's that do to the stock market? It shakes it out. And as you jump out, because it's going down, they make money on buying whatever it is you're getting rid of. And then it goes up, and then they sell to some other person down the road, and they make money. And then they drop it on that person too, and they jump out, and the next one. They do this over and over every time. That's been one of the tricky things. Are you all set? That's been one of the tricky things with this market lately is they're shaking people out, causing fear continuously. Yeah, Daisy, banks closing because of staff shortages. Okay. If you want to think it's staff shortages, you can. That's not the real reason. Sorry. It doesn't take many people in a bank, by the way, to keep it open. It takes one person in the drive-thru and maybe 2 tellers and a manager. That's it. So if you can do it with less than 5, for the most part, that's not a problem. Yeah, I know. Oh my God. Would you, please? Making Potato Head an offer to get ice cream to get him out of the house. Yeah. I like that idea. I think you have to get him out of the bunker first. Or is it the basement? Sorry, I have my opinion on that one. Kitsy, are the banks loaning money? Well, it depends on what you want the money for, right? If they're not interested, they're not going to take the loan. Housing right now, they're interested in. Yeah, maybe for that. Certain businesses, if you're already established and you have a money flow, yeah. If you're trying to actually set up a business to manufacture something, forget about it. Not happening. Because that's not part of the agenda. You know, it seems to be what they want to back is stuff that meets the agenda. Anything that helps them gain control or something environmental, maybe. But again, it has to be something that they would buy into. Autumn, what do you have that you were looking at for prepping this week that you haven't done yet?
Wow. Well, I wanted to get my laundry soaps and my cleaners up to a year. But it's hard for, I didn't get everything that I need yet because I don't always have access to a car because Andrew's never home. Sean's always at work. Andrew's always at work. So, and I can only order so much online. So I ordered what I could. And so when Sean's next day off, I'll have to go to the store and really stock up. So, today was pretty much ordering food, but this week coming up, we'll be ordering and getting cleaning supplies and getting my stuff up to a year.
Okay.
Because my cleaning supplies, my laundry supplies, were down to about 5 months, 5 or 6 months.
Okay.
I want to get back up to a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's literally been about 6 months since I've bought laundry soap or anything like that.
That's one thing we do have to get here. I don't think we have much of it. It's amazing how you can concentrate on other stuff and put things off, and then you're like, oh, crap, I used most of that, right?
Yeah.
Carla asking, are we still stockpiling silver? I sure am.
Yeah.
I am. In fact, I'm doing a silver raffle on my channel. So I think in the description box below, I believe you've got my channel listed there, right? Yes? No? You do? You don't?
What? I didn't hear you.
Okay, I just asked you. Did you put my channel in the description box below?
Always.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering. With regard to that, sorry, I just lost the whole chat. If you go to the description box, you'll find my channel link on there. I'm doing silver raffles on mine. It's going to be starting in the very near future here. So if you're looking to stock up on silver, that might be a good way to do it. And it's relatively cheap, $24 for the year. And you're in for no less than 12 chances to win in that time span. For every 100 that I have signing up, that doubles. So if I'm at 200, you get 24 chances for the year. If I'm at 300, you get 36. So it will go up and up and up. We're trying to do as many as we can. And it's also mentioned in the newsletter for this month for autumn. And with that raffle, if you're in it, you also get my newsletter for absolutely free. I'm putting out a totally different kind of newsletter. It is informational regarding finances going forward and how to protect your money for 2022, 2023, 2024. You'll get all that info in there. Believe me, you're going to want it. So the info on the newsletter alone is worth the $24. Trust me. So that's $2 a month. You're good for a year. And then you get chances at silver too. So yes, I'm stocking up the silver as much as I can. Thank you, Sayan. Oh, Wendy, good. Good. Stocked up on flour, sugar, salt. Very good. Rice, powdered milk. You went for all the white stuff. Good idea.
Yeah, powdered milk. Yeah, that's another one that I have to stock up on.
Yeah.
I only have like 5 bags left. The big bags. Yeah.
Nice. Um,
Yes, I just bought a huge thing of yeast. Yes.
Interesting.
Oh, I have powdered butter. Yeah. I also have powdered sour cream, powdered, what's the other one?
I haven't done those yet. Yeah, sour cream and what is it?
Oh, it's terrible.
Butter. Yeah, I haven't done any of those yet. Part of me wants to, but I haven't yet. I did do the nutrient survival eggs and the scrambled that they have. The let's see, it's eggs and then it's the home style scramble. So I've done them. That's as far as I've gotten.
Yes, I have the buttermilk too. Yeah. How do I store the flour? Trish taught me how to do it. You know, the paper bags for lunch, you know, like the brown paper bags for lunch. Get those and then fill them up with 8 cups of flour. And then get your food saver machine out and use the food saver on those paper bags.
Yep.
And there you go.
The person that asked that question, Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Good to hear from you. Oh, powdered buttermilk. That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah,
That's a good
I have a lot of that too. I use that when I make biscuits.
Yeah, nice.
Lead by example. That's what I buy is Hoosier Hill. Oh, all right. Thank you, Lisa. I'm actually going to be going onto their site tonight to buy the number 10 cans of the dehydrated onions. So I will check out their powdered milk. So, hey, Prepping 101, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I got the dehydrated onions. I got them in BJ's of all places.
Mhm.
Really cheap. I was shocked how cheap they were. And this is probably, it was before winter, but I think it was 4.5 pounds for, yeah, in a fairly good sized container. And for dehydrated, that's a lot of onion.
Mm.
And I think it was less than $7 for the entire thing.
Wow.
So yeah, I was very, very happy with that. For something that will last a really long time. So, you know, I didn't do what I usually do. I didn't buy a case because they're fairly big.
Yeah.
I think I got a half a dozen of them, but those will last me forever because I can't tell you the last time I've gone through a whole container of it anyway. Probably 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I use a fair amount of onion, but I guess if you have less growing in a garden and less available, then you'd use more of it. But I only ever supplemented with it, you know? So. Dawn Marie saying that she freezes yeast. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do the same.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. Amarna, why doesn't the U.S. stop sending foreign aid?
Yeah, I talked about that in today's video.
Well, if you think about it, where else are they going to spend the money? I mean, and it's not even that, okay? They have to have a place to say they sent it to, So if they say they sent $1.2 billion over to, oh, I don't know, somewhere for gender studies, right? If they say they did that, how much did they really send? The reality is they can trim money right off the top. And believe me, they do. So that doesn't mean that they don't send money over. But if you believe they send over the whole amount, nope. That means they're taking that from us. It goes from us to the central bank, and then the central bank distributes it however they see fit. Yeah, good point. Skip the foreign aid, help with our homeless, our veterans, and feeding people. Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be great. I love it. I'm there with you.
Mhm.
Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna do it. They're not incentivized to do it. Why would they? But I'm there. Yeah, a good portion of it goes in their pockets, Cyan. So yeah, like I said, not all of it goes where they say it goes. They line the pockets of everybody along the way. They just make you think that we sent $1.2 billion over for gender studies. Which, by the way, how are those studies going? Huh? Have we seen a report on them yet? Have we seen anything? Are we gonna? No. And last I knew, it was on female gender studies. In that nation? Really? They
Yeah,
don't
where
even
they
care.
do mutilation of the.
No, yeah. They don't even care about the women. Are you kidding? Gender studies? Come on. Think of something better. If you're gonna lie to us, think of something better.
Yeah.
Really.
My wall is double date, some perishables. Weird. Why? Your wall? You mean your Walmart is double date, some perishables. I don't know. I don't know why that happens.
So we got, another 15 to 20 here. I don't know if you guys have anything you want to add or discuss with regard to, I don't know, Russia, Poland, Lithuania, Belarus, Hungary, let's see, Romania, Estonia, Latvia, Finland, Sweden, or Britain. Pick one. This ain't gonna end well.
It's not at all.
It comes down to wars and rumors of wars. That's really the crux of it. But do I think they'll pull this one off? Yep, I do. Yep. I'm not one for biting my nails, but I actually have a hole in my finger now. Yeah, I'm nervous about this. And if the U.S. would just stay the hell out of it, we'd be okay.
He was warned.
We don't know how to do it. We don't know how to do it. He does not care, and neither do the people that are really running the show. Because if you think for a moment that he actually knows what he's doing, sorry, I don't even think he knows that he's in a big white building.
He's not even in the big white building. He's on a movie set in Georgia.
From time to time, right, from time to time. Occasionally he may visit there, but yeah.
Madeline, we're all scared, hun. Well, I don't want to say scared because I'm not scared. I'm concerned. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Why am I not scared? Trish, why are you not scared? Because we're prepared. We may not be prepared in 100% of all aspects of being prepared, but we are prepared to the best of our ability, just like every single person in this chat. Okay?
You can only do what you can do.
Exactly.
But put yourself in the better scenario.
Right. Okay. And we have all of us to lean on. All right. You guys know you can get a hold of me. You can get a hold of Trish at any time. Angel, why are you pissed? Don't be pissed.
Lorraine is asking, is the issue with the big R and what's going on tied to the Deagle report? Yes. Yes. Check it out. You know, this isn't a time to be afraid. This is a time to take action.
Mm-hmm.
Fill in those gaps. Skip the nerves. Skip any of that stuff. Honestly, turn a reaction that you may be having into action. Do what you need to do. And I understand you can only do so much. I get that. Totally. Do what you can do.
Yeah.
And don't worry about what you can't do, because none of us, if this goes sideways, none of us can outrun a rocket or anything else. And I say that knowing that I'm fairly close to that region that would probably get hit, okay? None of us can. But do what you can do so that you're putting yourself on the better side of surviving this whole mess. Because I don't know about this trucker strike. I've gone on record saying that before, and I still am questioning on it. Are they going to hold that line? How long are they going to hold that line? Are they going to stay there? Or are they going to turn around and go home and say, well, I'm just not going to? Or are those trucks going to stay at the border?
I don't know. Now with
They're going to run out of gas eventually.
What the Supreme Court just did, I don't know. But that Supreme Court ruling was for federal employees, like for Sean. So I don't know. But when you have truckers who go from point A to point B to point A to point B to C, D, E, F, G, you know what I mean? I don't know. So.
Yeah.
Lily, 98% of us in this chat are pure blood.
Amarna.
Yes, I do, 100%. I got to stand up. My back hurts.
Amarna asking, do we think that the rail robberies in Los Angeles are desperately allowed to happen and create shortages and chaos?
Yes.
I think no different about that than I do about the other issues with regard to riots before, the burnings of buildings. We'll just call them BLM, or any one of those groups that were doing that then. Was it allowed? Hell, it was paid for. Are you kidding? Do you think the ones that are doing this aren't potentially paid in some ways? Yeah, take the goods. We're not going to stop you. Of course. Now, that's the weird part, though, for me, okay? If they're on ships and they've gotten them off and now they're on trains, how good are those goods really going to be? I don't know. Depends on how long they've been waiting to come in. Lead by example, asking, what are my thoughts on taking the antibiotics? I don't have any thoughts on that. I'm staying away from it. I don't even want to talk about it. Sorry. I'll answer that in an email though.
That's a good question. Is it better? Where'd you go? Is it better to put your honey in jars to store instead of plastic, long storage? I'm not sure. I've never honestly even thought about that.
Yeah.
I've never thought. Thank you, Charles. Buy indoor plants, radiation detectors, potassium iodine tablets, masks, respirators, materials to seal windows. Love it. Where'd you go? Love it. Thank you, Charles. Love it. Great ideas.
Firefighter asking, what do I think about the UK lifting all restrictions?
I heard about that. Yeah.
My opinion, that might last 2 weeks max. I don't see it sticking. I hope it does. I really do. I don't see it happening. Again, it's that or WAR. Pick one. So I think if they get one, you get the other. Right? I don't want to be a downer here, but that's the reality of what's coming our way. If mandates go away, great, but we got other issues to deal with. So it means stock up. IRA move to money market, yes or no? Yes. IRA 401k, let them go away. Trust me, you don't want them. They will deplete them overnight, whenever they want to. Now, money markets, I'm not really suggesting them, but one over the other, yes. As far as the honey goes, I have heard what they're saying on here, put it in glass only. I have a combo of both. Anything that I bought in glass, I keep in glass. I have several things of honey that are in plastic. And, you know, it is what it is until you get enough jars to be able to put it in it. But ultimately, I'd want to see it in a nicer jar. Any size, whatever, you know, whatever works for you. Anyway, so set a plan for yourself if you can this week, each of you, and figure out what you're going to prep this coming week and stick to the plan.
Yes.
Figure out what you need and do it. Don't wait.
Yes.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, go back and look at either Autumn's or Alaskan Prepper also did a video with regard to Bosnia.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically about the items that they mentioned in that video. You will do yourself a world of good if you just pick those items up now. And it's everything from the Bic lighters to alcohol wipes, different things that you would not think of will become very valuable for you later.
Yeah.
And potentially for other people as well.
Yeah.
If anybody's interested, this week, this past week, this past weekend, I went to Target, and for $1.99, I was able to get, they're not super big, but 100 packs of acetaminophen.
Yeah.
For $1.99. Now, it's granted, it's not a humongous bottle, but it's not super small. And for 100, for $1.99, I grabbed 10. I just swiped the whole row and took them all. So enough for $20. It didn't put a big dent in the budget, and now you've got enough painkiller for a while. You might want to consider that. So check out Target. And I'm not promoting them, not making a dime off of saying it, but that's what I got them for. $1.99. Can't beat that. Oh, good. Tara mentioning she finally found children's meds. She bought them out. Good. Good. Yeah, and she doesn't have kids. There you go.
Even still, even getting baby aspirin is good because it's good for people who have bad hearts, blood thinner,
Yeah. Madeline, she's mentioning smaller amounts like 5,000 or less in an account. Do we think they will hit those also? They're going to hit accounts across the board. They're not going to hit, 10,000 and up. They're going to hit accounts across the board. What they do is they're not hitting the individual accounts. They're hitting the value of the dollar. They're going to take off zeros. So if you got 50,000, guess what you're going to have at the end of the day? $500. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And then $500 is probably going to get down to $5. So, you know what? At that point, $5,000. You're done. You're done.
I know.
That's why I say buy silver.
Yep.
But stock up on food first. You need the food. You can't eat silver. It will do you well, though, to have silver.
I know, TL. She was getting ready to say it, and she stopped herself. I know.
Yeah. Welcome to it.
Yeah. Or as we say here in this community, in Venezuela.
Yeah. So for those that are not on the chat and don't see that when the replay happens later, yes, she's mentioning Venezuela.
Yep.
And we've talked about it in the past, but that's where we're headed. That's what has happened with all these other nations. And people think, oh, it can't happen here. Why? Because it hasn't happened here. We're only 400 years old, guys, this nation. That's why it hasn't happened here yet. Every 400 years, it happens in cycles. We just happen to be here for that 400th year.
Yeah.
That's why we're going through it.
Yeah.
So, is it going to get ugly? Yep.
Sunny Ollie, you're going to have to email Trish with that question. She wants to talk about taxes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can email me. That's fine. But yeah, the idea that people think it can't happen here because it hasn't happened here is ridiculous. Turkey, one of the oldest nations. It's happened there. I can't tell you how many times now. They've changed over currency a lot. Welcome to it, because that's where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Great Reset 101.
Yeah.
Or as they say, World War 2.2.0. Yeah. So, if anybody has anything else, it is 9 o'clock. I know there's other channels coming on in the same.
Let me just answer this. K-Dog, yes. Please add more fruit trees. I am adding more myself this year. I have 23 on my property, and it is my goal to add 23 more this year. So yeah, because I'm that girl. Yeah, because I don't care. So add more fruit trees to your property. Add trees in general. Okay, as long as they you can eat them, add them. Okay. Add grapevines. Grapevines actually, you can, they produce grapes the following year. So add grapevines too. If you have like a chain link fence, plant them up against the chain link fence and just watch them grow. That's what I did. So,
Right. Charles mentioning that the 400-year cycles also seem to coincide with the solar minimum.
Mhm.
Correct. Yep. Yep. It's all cycles. It's all cyclical. So, anyway, hit the like button, guys, and go over to my channel, subscribe to the newsletter, get the silver raffle all at the same time. It's a good thing, and we will see you next week. All right, Autumn, good seeing you.
Good seeing you too. Good night, guys. I love you.
Good night.
Good night.